See, the next topic we are going to discuss in the application of inductive effect, we will compare the strength of bases. As we can see that NaOH is a strong base. When NaOH is dissolved in aqueous solution, then NaOH will be dissociated in Na plus ion and OH minus ion. Because NaOH is a strong base, in the same way, when KOH is dissolved in aqueous solution, so KOH will be dissociated in K plus ion and OH minus, because KOH is also a strong base. Now see the case of calcium hydroxide. In calcium hydroxide will dissociate into calcium 2 plus ion and plus 2 OH minus. Now we see the equilibrium constant relation for a base. As we can see that CH3Cu minus is acetate ion. So basically CH3Cu minus is a acetate ion. When this acetate ion dissolved in water, then acetate ion will gain H plus ion from water and forms acetic acid and releases OH minus ion in the solution. So basically, due to this free OH minus ion in the solution, we can say about the basic nature. And we know the relation. The relation is pKa into pKb is equal to pKw. So with the help of pKw, we can find the relation between pK and pKb. So pKb will be equal to pKw upon pKa. And we know that the basic strength, if we know the order of acidic strength, then the order of basic strength is inverse of acidic strength. Now see, so in order to compare the basic strength, if we know the order of acidic strength, then the reverse is the order of base strength. Now see, two bases are given and we have to compare their basic strength. So one of the base given is acetate ion CH3CO negative and another is SCO negative. So basically we will compare the basic strength by the help of acidic strength. So compare the acidic strength. As we have the negatively charged ion after gain of proton, because this is the conjugate base of this acid. So after gain of proton, the conjugate base will change into acid, and after gain of proton it will also change into acid. And we know that the acidic strength order, to know the acidic strength of OH group, we can see that here CH3 is plus I group, and we know acidic strength is directly proportional to minus I and inversely proportional to plus I. So plus I decreases the acidic strength, hence the acidic strength of acetic acid is less as compared to formic acid, because in acetic acid plus I group decreases the acidic strength. So we know the order of acidic strength and we know the order of basic strength is the inverse of acidic strength. So when we know the order of acidic strength, then reverse the order for basic strength. So in basic strength, the basic strength of acetate ion is more than the formate ion. Now see the next question. Again, we have to compare the basic strength of these two. So basic strength is calculated by the use of acidic strength, and acidic strength is compared by gain of proton. So when this ion will gain proton, it convert into this one, and this ion when gain proton, it convert into alcohol. Now compare the acidic strength of these two. As we can see that in this case, acidic nature of OH group. So we can see that here hybridization of carbon is sp2, because double bonded carbon atom, so hybridization is sp2, while in this case the hybridization of carbon is sp, and we know the minus I effect of sp hybridized carbon is more as compared to sp2. So we can say that as acidic strength is proportional to minus I, and minus I of sp carbon is more than sp2 carbon. So the acidic strength of this alcohol is more as compared to this. And we know the order of basic strength. The order of basic strength is reciprocal of acidic strength. So we know the order of acidic strength. So the order of basic strength is reverse. Now we will discuss the basic nature of nitrogen containing compounds. See, the basic nature of nitrogen containing compounds. So the first compound of nitrogen, we are going to discuss ammonia and the derivatives of ammonia and derivatives of ammonia. So basically, derivatives of ammonia we also called amines. So derivatives of ammonia we called amines. If R group, alkyl group, is attached to NH2, then it is called 1 degree amine. Because in case of amines, the directly connected carbon to nitrogen is the degree. Directly connected carbon to nitrogen atom we call degree, because in this case one carbon atom is directly connected to nitrogen, therefore it is 1 degree amine. Now see the another case. In this case we can see there are two carbon atoms which are directly connected to nitrogen atom, so it is 2 degree amine. While in this case we can see there are 3 carbon atoms which are directly connected to nitrogen atom, so it is 3 degree amine. So in case of amines, the directly connected carbon atoms are the degree of amine. So basically directly connected carbon with nitrogen atom is the degree. So it is 1 degree amine, it is 2 degree amine, and it is 3 degree amine. So 1 degree amine, 2 degree amine, and 3 degree amine are the derivatives of ammonia we call amines. Now we will compare the basic nature of amines. So basically, when amine is dissolved in water, so due to extra electron pair, this NH2 group will accept proton. So after accepting proton, it forms RNH3 plus ion and release OH minus ion in the solution. So due to this OH minus ion, there is basic nature of this amine. When we write the equilibrium constant for this reaction, then we get the value of dissociation constant of base of amine. First we will compare the basic nature of amines in the gaseous state. See, the basic nature of amines in the gas phase. So basically in the gaseous phase, as we can see that the carbon atom which are directly connected to nitrogen atom, we call degree. So basically in this case, as there are 3 carbon atoms which are directly connected to nitrogen, therefore we call 3 degree amine. In this case there are 2 carbon atoms which are directly connected to nitrogen atom, therefore we call 2 degree amine. In this case there are 1 carbon atom which is connected to nitrogen, so 1 degree amine. And this is so basically in the gas phase, the basic strength of amine is directly proportional to plus I group, and we know more number of alkyl groups means more plus I, more number of plus I means more plus I groups, more number of alkyl group means more plus I, more basic strength. Therefore the order of basic strength is 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree and then amine, because number of plus I group will increase the basic strength by increasing the electron density. So basically basic strength in the gas phase is compared on the basis of plus I and minus I effect. So basically plus I group increases the electron density. Plus I group increase the electron density of nitrogen atom, therefore it is more basic. Now we can say that in gas phase, the force of attraction, we can say in case of gaseous phase, the electron density is increased by plus I effect. So only you have to see this point. In gas phase, when you are comparing the basic strength in gas phase, then only see the electron density on nitrogen atom, because in this case the electron density on nitrogen atom is increased by plus I effect, therefore basic strength increases. Hence In gas phase, the basic strength of 3 degree is more than 2 degree and 2 degree more than 1 degree, and then amine. Now we will discuss the basic strength of amine in water or in aqueous solution. See. So the next topic is we are going to discuss the basic strength of amines in water. In water also we can say in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution. So we are comparing the basic strength of amines in aqueous solution. As we know, when 1 degree amine is dissolved in aqueous solution, then due to nitrogen atom has electron pair, so it will accept H plus ion from water and forms RNH3 positive ion and release OH minus ion in the solution. As we can see that there are 3 hydrogen atoms. So basically water molecule will form 3 hydrogen bonds. So water molecule will form 3 hydrogen bonds with these hydrogens. So in this case we can see after acceptance of proton it has 3 hydrogen atoms. So these hydrogen atoms can form 3 hydrogen bonds with water molecule. As we can see that more number of hydrogen means more hydrogen bonding. So if hydrogen bonding is more, it means the conjugate acid. So basically base accepts proton and forms conjugate acid. And if conjugate acid is more stable, then the basic strength of base is more. So we can see that after acceptance of proton, conjugate acid is formed, and this conjugate acid is stabilized by hydrogen bonding through these water molecules. So we can see that hydrogen bonding is more, therefore the stability of this conjugate acid is more. This is more stable conjugate acid. While in case of 2 degree amine, when 2 degree amine accepts proton, then it forms R n plus 2 hydrogen atoms are there and only. So basically in this case only 2 hydrogen can form hydrogen bonding. So basically in 1 degree 3 hydrogen can form 3 hydrogen bonds, but in case of 2 degree amine 2 hydrogen atoms can form 2 hydrogen bonds, due to which we can see the stability of conjugate acid is more in 1 degree amine as compared to 2 degree amine, because more extent of hydrogen bonding in 1 degree. Now see the case of 3 degree amine. In 3 degree, when we dissolve 3 degree amine in water, then it accepts proton from water and forms RNH. So this basically there is only one hydrogen atom, therefore it can form only one hydrogen bond with water. So basically in aqueous medium we decide the basic strength according to plus I effect, and also according to hydrogen bonding, and also due to steric hindrance. So basically when amines are dissolved in aqueous medium, so the basic nature of amines in aqueous medium is compared by 3 factors: inductive effect, hydrogen bonding, and steric hindrance. When the alkyl group R is CH3, then the order of basic strength. So 2 degree amine will have highest basic nature in aqueous medium always, if any group is present. If R is any group, then we say the basic nature of 2 degree amine is most in aqueous medium. While if R group is alkyl group, if alkyl group is methyl, then the basic nature of 1 degree is more than 3 degree. So the correct order of basic nature of amines in aqueous medium: 2 degree amine more basic, then 1 degree, and then 3 degree when R group is CH3. But if R is any group except CH3, if R is any group except CH3, so 2 degree amine will always more basic nature, because 3 factors are working there: inductive effect, hydrogen bonding, and steric hindrance. So basic nature in aqueous medium is decided by the combination of these three factors, and on the basis of combination of these three factors, 2 degree amine is always most basic in aqueous medium. So now we have to compare only for 2, 1 and 3 degree. So basically when R group, alkyl group is methyl, then 1 degree basic strength is more than 3 degree. Why? Because when R is CH3, then the dominating factor, because in 1 degree hydrogen bonding is more, therefore the dominating factor is hydrogen bonding. So 2, 1, 3 when R is CH3 group. But when R is any group except CH3, R is any group except CH3, so 2 degree is most basic in aqueous medium, then 3 degree, then 1 degree. So this is the basic strength in aqueous medium. In gas phase we compare the basic strength only on the basis of inductive effect, but in the aqueous phase we compare the basic strength on the basis of inductive effect, hydrogen bonding, and steric hindrance. So now the question is, we have to compare the basic strength. So question number 1, see, as we can see, nitrogen directly connected to 3 carbon, so 3 degree, it is 3 degree amine. Nitrogen directly connected to only 2 carbon atoms, so it is 2 degree. Nitrogen directly connected to 3 degree, nitrogen directly connected to 3 carbon, so it is 3 degree. And we know that in gas, if nothing is given in the question, then by default we compare the basic nature in gas phase. If nothing is given in the question, then by default we compare the basic nature in gas phase. So in gas phase only inductive effect will decide the basic nature. As we can see, 3 degree and also more electron releasing group, because 2 carbon atoms ethyl group is present. It is also 3 degree, but here methyl group is present, so plus I is more in this case. We know basic nature is directly proportional to plus I, inversely proportional to minus I. So we can say both are 3 degree, but here it is ethyl group, so plus I group is more powerful, therefore it is more basic than this, and then 2 degree. So 1, 2, 3. Now see the next question. Again, in the next question also we have to compare the basic strength of these two amines. As we can see, there is also nitrogen atom, there is also nitrogen atom, hydrogen attached, and also CH3, hydrogen and CH3. If nothing is given, then we have to compare the basic strength in gas phase. If it is given, then it is okay. Now see, as we can see, there is ethyl group and there is 2 methyl groups. So basically there is only ethyl group, and here on ethyl group 1 CH3 also. It means more plus I, and more plus I means basic nature is directly proportional to plus I. So due to 2 CH3 groups, here it is only 1 CH3. Now when we remove this hydrogen, 1 CH3 also there, so more plus I group means more electron density on nitrogen atom. More plus I means more electron density on nitrogen atom, therefore it is more basic. Now see the next question. As we can see that we have to compare the basic strength. So basic strength on nitrogen atom, we can see nitrogen directly connected to 2 carbon atoms, so it is 2 degree. Here also nitrogen directly connected to 2 carbon, so it is also 2 degree. But here oxygen atom is attached, and oxygen shows minus I effect. So due to this minus I effect, we know basic strength is directly proportional to plus I, inversely proportional to minus I. Minus I decreases the basic strength because there is inverse relation. But here is no minus I group, only plus I group. So we can say minus I group will decrease the basic strength, so it is less basic and it is more basic. Now see the next question. The next question is, we have to compare the basic strength. Here we can see with respect to NH2, CH3 group is attached, and CH3 group acts as plus I group, and we know plus I group increases the electron density, so basic nature directly proportional to plus I. So plus I increases the basic nature. CCl3 is minus I group, CCl3 is minus I group, and we know minus I group decreases the basic nature, because basic nature and minus I inversely proportional to each other. So it is most basic. Why it is most basic? Due to plus I group. It is least basic due to minus I group. But the basic nature of aniline is in between these two. So the basic nature of aniline is less than this and more than this. So one first number, it is second number, and it is third number. Now see the next question for comparison of basic nature. See next question, we have to compare the basic nature. As we know, there are two C double bond O groups. So basically these groups are minus I group. Minus I group, it is also minus I groups. Two minus I groups are attached here. Now here it is one minus I group, and here no minus I group. So basically we know basic nature directly proportional to plus I, inversely proportional to minus I. If more minus I groups are there, means least basic nature. So more minus I means less basic. So the basic nature of this compound at number 3. And there is one minus I group. So minus I group again decreases the basic nature. So it is at number 2. And most basic is this one. Now we are going to discuss our next topic, which is resonance. So it is very important topic. We are going to discuss resonance. See what is resonance. So resonance is basically a concept of when a molecule exists in more than one form. A molecule or ion exists in more than one form. So what happens in this case, we can see when a molecule exists in more than one form. See what happens in this case. Resonance is basically a concept of existence of a molecule. So resonance is basically a concept of existence of a molecule or ion. Existence of a molecule or ion. So we can say resonance is basically existence of molecule or ion. Resonance is basically a concept of existence of molecule or ion in more than one form. In more than one form, which are differ from one another, in the location of the pi bond, which are different from one another in the location of pi bond or a lone pair. So basically what is resonance? Resonance is basically the concept of existence of a molecule or ion in more than one form, and these forms differ from one another by the location of pi bond or by the location of lone pair. So what is resonance? Resonance is basically the concept of existence. Resonance is basically the concept of existence of a molecule or ion in more than one form, which are differ from one another. So these forms are differ from each other by the location of pi bond or the location of lone pair. Now see the resonance in case of this molecule. As we can say, this ion is acetate ion formed by the acetic acid. We can see that basically what is resonance? Existence of this molecule or ion in more than one form, and these form differ by the location of pi bond and location of lone pair. Now see the condition of resonance. As we can see, this system is conjugated system. Why? Because atom containing lone pair, then single bond, then pi bond. So it is in resonance. Now this negative charge or lone pair will shift in between these two atoms. This lone pair of electron will shift in between these two atoms. So there is formation of pi bond. When this electron is shifted, then there is formation of pi bond. Now the bond formed by carbon become 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 after this electron pair comes in between carbon and oxygen. And we know carbon cannot form 5 bonds because it is unstable. Carbon can form maximum of 4 bonds. So at the same time this bond will be break. So basically this electron pair is shifted to this position, and this pi bond breaks immediately. Now we can say CH3 there is pi bond between carbon and double bond oxygen, and this bond breaks, then there is negative charge with lone pair on this oxygen atom. So these two form are basically resonating forms. These two form we call, these are the resonating structure, and we can see these structure differ in the position of pi bond. First the position of pi bond is there, now the position of pi bond is there. First the position of lone pair with negative charge is there, now the position of lone pair with negative charge is there. So basically resonating structure differ from one another by the location of pi bond or a lone pair. So we can say that these two structures are the resonating structures. Now see another structure of resonance. We know in benzene also there is resonance. So basically benzene has two resonating structures. So we can see that first there is pi bond between 1 and 2 position. So position of 1 and 2 pi bond will shift between 2 and 3, and 3 and 4 pi bond will shift into 4 and 5, and 5 and 6 pi bond will shift into 1 and 6. So these two structures are called resonating structures of benzene. Now see the another resonating structure. So this ion we call carbonate ion, CO3 2 negative ion. In this case we can see basically resonating structure differ in the position of pi bond. First position of pi bond is between 1 and 2. Now there is only single bond. In between 2 and 3 there is single bond. In between 2 and 3 there is pi bond. So location of pi bond and lone pair changes in the resonating structures, while the position of atom remain fixed. The position of atoms remain fixed. Now see the next. In next case we can see this is carbonate ion, CO3 2 negative. When we draw the resonating structure, first this negative charge will shift between these two carbon atoms. So there is formation of pi bond between this carbon and oxygen. Then carbon form 5 bonds. At the same time this pi bond will break. So the first RS of this. Now this electron pair can also shift because negative single double, it is also condition of resonance fulfilling there. So this negative charge when shift between carbon and oxygen, then there is formation of double bond between carbon and oxygen. At the same time this pi bond will break. So how many resonating structures are there? There are 3 resonating structures, and we can see that position of pi bond and lone pair changes. So position of pi bond changes from this position to this position, and also from this position to this position. So in resonating structures basically the position of location of pi bond or lone pair changes. So it is basically the existence of molecule or ion in more than one form. Now we will discuss the features of resonance, characteristics of resonance. So what are the characteristics of resonance? See what happens in resonance. In resonance all the atoms which are part of resonance, all the atoms which are part of resonance must be planar. So basically the first characteristics of resonance is all the atoms which are the part of resonance must be planar. The second point is the position of atom also fixed. The position of atoms will also fix. It means atoms do not change their position. In resonance all the atoms which are part of resonance must be planar. And the second point is the position of atoms also fixed. So atoms do not change their position. And also position of sigma bond is also fixed. So position of pi bond and lone pair can interconvert. So basically position of pi bond and lone pair can interconvert, but position of sigma bond is fixed, and position of atoms also fixed, and all the atoms which are a part of resonance must be planar. Now see, all the resonating structures are separated by this arrow, and resonant structure we also called canonical structure. So resonating structures we also called canonical structures. See, the next point is atoms must have pure p orbital or d orbital. So basically if we say the conjugated system, then atoms must have pure p orbital or d orbital, and these p and d orbital must be parallel to one another, and this system we called conjugated system. So basically for resonance the system must be conjugated. and for the system to be conjugated, atoms must have pure p and d orbital and which are parallel to each other. Now see the next point. So resonating structures do not completely explain properties of molecule or ion. So basically, resonating structures do not completely explain the properties of molecule or ion. Now see, as we have seen the resonating structure of these two molecules, this negative charge shift in between carbon and oxygen. At the same time, this pi bond will break. So this is the resonating structure. These two are the resonating structure. We can also draw the hybrid. So basically, resonance is taking place only in this part. Therefore, we see this part is dotted because resonance is take place only in this part. As oxygen atom has negative charge in this structure, while in this structure this oxygen has negative charge. Therefore, partial negative, partial negative. This we call resonance hybrid. So resonating structures do not completely explain properties of molecules. So these two structures cannot explain the complete properties of molecule or ion. To explain the complete property, we require resonance hybrid. See, so basically, the resonance hybrid explain completely the property of molecule or ion. And normally, resonance potential energy of a molecule or ion, if more is the resonance potential energy. If more is the resonance potential energy, so basically resonance energy is more, means more stability. So if there is more resonance energy, then more stability of molecule, compound or ion. So these are the characteristics of resonance what we have discussed now.